Now, Bridgeville is one of the hardest hit areas in this morning's heavy rain. In fact, the mayor there has declared a disaster emergency after people had to be evacuated from their homes. So let's go live to Chris Hoffman to kick off our team coverage out in the field. And what's the latest there, Chris?
Well, David, it's a completely different scene here on Baldwin Street. The water, here's how high it became. Take a look at this telephone pole. That water's easily 2 to 3 feet up. At this point, the only water we're seeing is actually being pumped out of people's basements as well as businesses. We're seeing crews dig up the muck. We see a street sweeper. They've been coming through here trying to really clean this up. So significantly different from what we were showing you on Your Day Pittsburgh as well as Pittsburgh Today Live. Now, there was one person did have to be rescued on this street because their car got stranded. That person's okay. This neighborhood was also evacuated. According to the emergency manager for the borough, that one person that was rescued, again, uninjured. Baldwin Road was evacuated, and out of abundance of caution, so is McLaughlin Run Road as well as Maple Avenue because of how high McLaughlin Run was running near those neighborhoods. They didn't want a repeat of it flooding like how Baldwin Street did. Now, not every resident, though, evacuated. Lynn St. Clair has lived on Baldwin Street for 20 years, and this is the 4th time he's seen it flood to this level. He says there was 6 feet of water in his basement, but it's not the worst he's ever seen living here in Bridgeville.
They said, we're evacuating, do you want to go? And I said, no. He said, well, if it gets worse, call 911, we'll send a boat. There's a joke in there somewhere, but after every flood, I keep less there than I did before. But, you know, every time it floods, you just throw it all away because it's gone.
Now, with the disaster emergency declared, that opens up money from the state to clean up all this mess. The state senator for this area, Senator Devlin Robinson, says there is federal and state money going to help mitigate flooding in the area. He says that's a project that's going to take a few years to complete. Now, if you are in need of shelter because you had to be evacuated or there was some maybe damage to your home here in Bridgeville, there are 2 locations: the Bridgeville Volunteer Fire Department as well as Bethany Presbyterian Church over on Washington Avenue. Now, and again, we're going to take one final look here. You can see this is already the cleanup beginning here. Again, this was all underwater and mud.